Zitti. When Indians stop hating India. Yeah, and this is something that bothers me. Every nation has a self-hate culture. Every nation has a self-hate culture, and it is insane. Like, there is nothing wrong with acknowledging the problems in your nation, but why do you outright have to despise your home? It's these people where the grass is greener on the other side, that they're always like, huh, look at the U.S. Look at what the women are allowed to do in the U.S. Look at the what they're driving in the U.S. Look at their paychecks in the U.S. Instead of looking at the fact, like, I live below the poverty line. I can like, there are a lot of things I can talk about that are problematic for me. It'd be easier for me to be in India. Let me be honest, because what my income, guess what, can go a long way. That's why you have a lot of people, like, I can go to the local gas station. There's an Indian there that probably works, lives in a small little apartment, sends the majority of his income home, and his family at home in India live in a mansion, live in a massive mansion off of his income, even though he's just a gas station clerk, because the money goes further. It goes far further, and it's basically an investment, an absolute investment. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I was like, yeah, for me, if I could do that, heck, I'd love to have a place in India. But first, me and my wife need a place in the US to actually call our own. Can't with what we're in right now, but eventually we'll get to that point. Eventually we'll get to that point. But there are so many people that just hate where they're at, because I guess they just constantly look at, like, look at what all these other people are doing. Look at what all these other people are doing. And that shows more of a, they have more self-hate. They're unhappy with who they are, and they feel like if they were, you could take the same person, have them spring up in another location in their next life or the same exact life, odds are they would be the same exact nobody that they are. Like for me, if it wasn't for my wife, I'd be the same exact nobody in India, in Australia, in the UK that I am here. I'd be the same exact person. We are who we are due to our upbringing, due to our opportunities, due to like all that. But again, you have to actually strive for it. You have to actually do something for it. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people, they just seek comfort in their situation. They prefer to be comfortable. And I hate that self-hate nonsense. I hate it. I hate it. You need to defeat your own demons before you really can move forward with your life.
The comments under my last video are insane. Are you crazy, people? Poland has 38 million people, and we have plenty of idiots. India has 1.4 billion. Of course, you're gonna find more idiots over there.
That's true, but it's not always
idiots. Idiots. The thing is, okay, one of the biggest problems with, like, I'll just say Western culture, working farms, like, you know, menial labor tasks like that, people who grow up in the Western culture view that as foreign work, as beneath me work. There are a ton of people who are unemployed who can meet the qualifications to pull figs, to pull almonds, to pick almonds. I think you pick almonds. Yeah, you pick figs. Yeah, to pick apples. They meet the qualifications for that. But for some reason, there are a lot of people that view it as beneath them, that they will not get a job that involves farm labor because it's Mexicans' works. It's foreign labor. It's not our job to do that. It's not our job to do that. We are far above it. It's something that's, so that's why a lot of companies, they will outsource it. And I'm okay with that being outsourced, because guess what? There are a lot of people in the US who refuse to do that kind of work. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we kind of need to outsource that. Give people opportunities, have them make enough to send it back home, to have their families back home, live more comfortably. What I have a problem with is when it's illegal. That's where I have a problem. But in the end, I mean, if they change the culture and it's like, you know what? Maybe picking an apple isn't so bad. Maybe picking grapes isn't so bad. But it's just instilled in our culture where it's only Mexicans that do that. It's only immigrants that do that.
About idiots. You don't even know if they're actually Indian. What if they're just bots from Pakistan, Bangladesh, or China?
But it doesn't mean that everyone is an idiot and that everyone lacks a civic sense, right? But what shocked me the most? Indian calling their own country a shithole. Are you serious?
I think you have people like this everywhere. Basically,
Yep. You got them everywhere. Everywhere has a group of segment of people that hate their own nation. Everywhere. Because they refuse to only look at the bad and never the good. Never the good.
people who don't like their own country for whatever reasons.
Or even worse, they're mad that it wasn't them that did the good, their party that did the good. So they're upset just because things are getting better and it wasn't them that pushed for it.
And if their criticism is genuine, it makes sense. But blindly hating everything about India, right from its culture, its civilization, languages, and basically everything. How does that make sense? Pointing out problems is one thing, and mindless.
They don't got that hustle mentality. No, they don't. No, they don't. They'd rather just whine and complain that they can't find a job because they refuse to pick an apple. That's primarily what it is. They just refuse to.
Hating is another thing. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the term for these guys. They're called brown sea boys.
Have you seen your temples? Have you seen your rivers?
Okay, about the rivers, a lot of them are actually dirty, but a lot of them are also super clean. Why do you think only the dirty ones get highlighted? Because they're aesthetically pleasing?
Have you seen your mountains, culture, history? Are you blind?
No, they're not blind. Some of them are brainwashed and some of them are actually running a propaganda. Hi guys. Well, a reason why I started this video with the Polish woman speaking nice things about India. Not even nice things, she was just saying facts. She was being objective about how India actually is and why she feels the hate is unnecessary. I mean, it's so unnecessary that non-Indians have to step in now to tell the Indians that it's unnecessary and forced. But it's easy to get brainwashed into believing everything bad in this world is because of India. Not to compare, but there are countries that are doing absolutely inhumane, disgusting things.
Yep.
Even neighbors of India. But they don't get half as much hate and skepticism as India. I mean, that clearly shows that it's planned propaganda. And if you've been watching Pep City for a while, you know who is behind this propaganda.
What is the number one destination you think everyone should go to once in their lifetime? I think everyone, at some point in their life, has to go to India.
India. It is extraordinary.
Yes, I agree with them. Everybody should visit India at least once in their lifetime.
I do agree, but I think everyone should visit at least civilized cultures at least once in their lifetime. I would have said the UK, but the UK is kind of turned into a PvP zone. So Japan, Singapore, India, safe parts of Mexico. There are locations where I believe like people should travel to. Like it's just good for everyone to go to and kind of see, if possible, see the ancient history that's available in those places. India's literally, you can go any state in India and it's riddled with like ancient temples, ancient castles, ancient histories. Like in Mexico and places, like there will just be like a few that are still standing. The rest were all torn apart and used for like building roads and things like that. But it's still worth seeing, still good, nice to go and see the culture. But I feel like people should. People absolutely should. I think I don't know how we do it. It'd be like next to impossible, especially with the state of the world and everything. But I think it'd be good for kids as they're growing up to be exposed to other nations, exposed to other ideologies, exposed to other perspectives, not indoctrinated like what some people are trying to do in the US, but exposed to it. Get another perspective. I think that would be very helpful for kids to grow. Of course, the parents would need to sign off on it, and it's normally the parents that are completely brain broken and like, nope, that's evil. You can't, like, no, I think it'd be good for a child to see that perspective. Problem is like, are they seeing the propaganda aspect of that perspective, or are they seeing an actual neutral perspective, a neutral aspect of that perspective? That's where it become more kind of a terrible situation.
But look at this guy. They just want Indian audience, nothing else. Please do not get in this kind of funny traps. What? How is this a trap, and who is setting the trap? Why will those people set a trap?
It's funny. I get these comments all the time. And it's just like, if I wanted a ton of money, well, I would love a ton of money, but the thing is, I wouldn't be able to last long. I could easily do a hate pieces on India. I mean, heck, my first vlog ever. Vlog? No. Was it a vlog? No. It was my first trip to India. I did a video on it, and guess what? I complained about the pollution. Yep, I complained about the pollution. Of course I did. That's something, as being a foreigner traveling to India, that I saw everywhere that pissed me off. I complained about it. Even, it's funny because I was editing and I showed my wife it after the fact. She's like, you probably shouldn't have that in there. Like, why? It's obviously a problem. Why? But that's the thing. Some people take issue with the problems being called out? Yes. Were there some people who probably only saw that I mentioned the pollution and they didn't talk about anything else that I was talking about positively? Yes. There will always be those that focus in on the negatives. But the thing is, I wanted to talk about my experience in India. So I was open about it. Because it was like, you would be seeing such a beautiful scene, and then you look, and then there's a slight little bridge. You look down to see the water, and then there's just piles of trash. And it's just disheartening. It was disheartening because you get such a beautiful scene, and then a pile of trash. And even most people in India agree to that. It's an eyesore. It's bad. The civic sense with like pollution is just not there. It's not there. But there's so many people. I get comments like, "Oh, you're just hounding or I'm just there to farm Indian audience." I do more than just India. Sadly, it's only my my Pepziti, my Sandman, my emissaries, my Indian reaction videos that really go anywhere. But that doesn't mean I only watch Indian content. I enjoy doing what I enjoy doing. And sadly, guess what? I enjoy India. So I'm going to do Indian content because I'm planning on going back there. I'm planning on having a place there. I'm planning on being able to live there with my wife. So I do the content.
For Indian audience, are they trying to sell something? They're just simply sharing their opinions. And even if they're doing it for Indian audience, that's how social media works.
Mm-hmm.
Why are these people so mad? But rich Indians already leaving their own country. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
But does that change the fact that India is beautiful? No. That's how rich people act. India does have a great income inequality problem, just like the US.
People are trying to solve the issue. Yeah, people are. I mean, there are some cities, some states that are absolutely clean because they've indoctrinated the civic sense but it's just something that needs to perpetuate. But yes, the no dustbins, there needs to be a whole waste management infrastructure.
Just like a lot of other countries. But like, was this so important for you to write it there? Well, even if you have a lot of...
I mean, heck, I flew back with my trash from India all the way home with me. It went through the airport. It went everywhere. Because the thing is, I found no dustbins. I put it in my purse, and I forgot it in the purse. So when I got back home, I'm going through everything in my purse. I call my satchel a purse. Let's be honest. It's a purse, and it's like a gender neutral word. And I pulled out bags of trash, like chip bags, candy bars, things like that, teacups, because there were no dustbins anywhere, and I'm not the type of person to throw it on the side of the road. I think that's poor civic sense. I don't care if everyone else does it. I'm gonna be the change I want to see in the world. Isn't that the mindset? Isn't that the saying? Be the change you want to see in the world. So guess what? I put it in my purse, brought it all the way to America with me. That trash has a memory. That trash had a journey. It has an absolute journey. It's over here in the waste management system, probably talking to the other pieces about India. All the ones here are talking about how they were literally just put in a convenience store and then eaten and then thrown in a dustbin. Mine's talking about how it was hanging in like a corner store in India, picked, I ate it, I moved it in my purse, it went on a flight all the way to the US, realized it was in my bag, tossed in the dustbin at my house, ends up going to the waste and then spends time with the rest. I mean, it had a journey.
Of money. Even if you're the richest person in this universe, you could still want to go to India because it's rich in culture, it's beautiful. What's the point of saying, what rich Indians are leaving India? Okay, great. You go and leave it too. I would still want to visit it.
Like how many rich Americans have houses in other places of the world? How many Hollywood stars don't even live in Hollywood or America? They've gotten nationalization in other places of the world. It doesn't mean that America's bad. It just means that, well, either they just don't agree with the government or they want to go to a place where younger is allowed, if I'm allowed to say that. And or like there are many just because rich people leave doesn't mean it's a bad place to be.
That's my opinion. You guys know that I'm really opinionated, so expect this video to be full of opinions. India day by day. Mind you, this is not India, this is Chennai. It's Mumbai, bro. I didn't know Chennai was not in India. Is it in Greenland? Sometimes I try.
Yeah, Chennai is in India. I mean, heck, it still reminds me of the film Chennai Express. Yes, I watched that. I watched that film. It's whatever. It's whatever.
I really had to put myself into the shoes of these people. But I fail to understand where they're coming from. Do they want to be known for their local identity? Do they want India to break? What do they want? I'm confused. Please help me out, guys. Because saying these things should not be normal.
We are from India.
India?
Yeah.
Okay, you studying here or you doing here?
We're working here in IBM. And we are the tourists.
These are tourists. He's my brother. He's come from India to see the San Francisco Way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You work in IBM, both of them?
Yeah. We work in IBM as a software developer. I came here for
How's it going?
studying here.
Are you happy with the wages in IBM?
Yeah, we are.
I bet you're paying loads of taxes on your wages.
Yes, lots of taxes.
Like 40% at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, let me know in the comments because the people saying that there's loads of foreigners actually coming into the country and they don't pay taxes.
And they're not those guys.
That's only if they're illegal. That's only if they're illegal. Like, that's the thing. I'm okay with, like, visas. I'm absolutely okay with visas. We need to overhaul visas. Absolutely. It's especially in the United States. They're a pain. They're an absolute pain. But I'm okay with, crap. H-1B? Is it an H-1B? K-1? Whatever the work visa is, it needs a massive overhaul. We need to put like limiters on it and things like that so that we give more people opportunities and someone isn't stuck as a work visa holder for 40-something years. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
Tons of foreigners. Most Indians you'll meet are incredibly hardworking.
Here you go.
40% of
40% taxes, right?
salary. Yeah, 40%. Directly 40% is cut. But we are getting services, so we don't mind.
You happy?
Yeah, we are happy. We are happy. IBM is keeping us safe and keeping us like energetic, and like the working culture is very good here, so we are very happy. Yeah.
That's great.
Why not work in India? Your studies are done. Why not grow your economy in India? Pay taxes there. Because maybe they just don't want to. That's how the world works. They're free to live and work wherever they want. They're hardworking people legally.
Well, and again, they want to get paid what they're worth. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get paid what you're worth. That's why I hate unions. I hate unions. I'm not allowed to get paid what I'm worth because the union has to speak for everybody, and I can't speak for myself.
Working somewhere and paying taxes. Why do you have a problem with that?
Yeah.
How about your brother? Are you getting a job in IBM or not?
No.
Why not?
He's just a tourist. He works in JW Marriott in India. He's a manager there, so he just came here to visit me and see the sand factory.
See, he lives in India. He pays taxes in India. He's growing India's economy. He doesn't want to work there.
I'm pretty boy. You're gonna get your Irish woman, no? No?
Glazing IBM, I guess.
Voting for him.
We are acting as a wingman here.
Well, they don't want to get fired for saying something ill of the company they work for.
Wingman, you need a wingman always. Enjoy Ireland. Thank you so much for jumping in. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
How could you not go to a country just because you've seen a few videos online? What always seems to baffle me when I see loads of comments on my video saying I could never go to India.
Ugh, brother, I'm wondering who has so much time to drop such comments. Let's say I don't feel like going to South Sudan or Pakistan or any other place. I really don't have the time and energy and motivation to go and write these in the comments. I'll just keep it in my mind and say it in a way that doesn't sound rude or dumb. I will know.
Or you're like me and you just speak your mind publicly while you're live, make an idiot of yourself. I don't mind doing that. I don't want to travel to a barbaric location. I just don't. I feel like I have a kind of civilized head on my shoulder, and I don't want to live with barbarians. I don't want to go and meet barbarians. Like, no, I'm not going to travel to that isolated island in India that will probably eat me just because of a culture experience. No, I'm a civilized human being. I want to be around civilized people. It's that simple. It's that simple. If you're following me, you know there are probably some nations that I'm hinting at that I'll never travel to.
Go to India. Okay, thanks. Nobody asked.
Whether or not you go to a country, it just blows my mind. Like, India is one of the most magical places I've ever been to. I've honestly met some of the nicest, some of the most intelligent people. They're kind, they're hospitable. I've had some of the best food. I've seen some of the most fascinating things. India is literally filled with some ancient history. The country itself is made up of thousands of different languages, cultures, ethnicities, different climates, landscapes. You have snow, deserts. Go to India has problems like every other country on this planet. But if you're literally going to let a few videos define whether or not you're going to go to a country, then I guess that's your lot.
Okay, even if India was not a magical place filled with adventure and culture, as this guy believes, what if someone still wants to visit it? Why do you think random accounts with random names with 3 followers have a problem with people visiting India? Who is behind these accounts?
How they stay in India, it's so dirty, so crowded. So now I'm in Delhi. Look how lovely area. India is a huge country with the greatest culture. If you're looking for gold, you'll find gold. If you're looking for rubbish, you'll find rubbish. I've been to Goa, I have the best memories from there. I've been to Rishikesh, Agra, Jaipur. See, like, what you see on social media, it's very forced. This is the dirtiest country they speak about.
Who are they? The propaganda bots.
If you're coming to India as a tourist, I would just suggest to know someone from here so they can tell you which areas are better. For me, I'm not going to dirty places, I'm not going to dangerous places. Delhi is not the greatest city of India, but you can find good spots here.
That's like common sense. Objectively speaking, Delhi is one of the worst places in India. But you still have amazing spots there.
There's a big misconception about India, and we're here to put a stop to it. Guys, this is how people see India, especially because of Hollywood.
Yeah, the same Hollywood that wants Indian markets now. In the past, the Indian market was not big. That's why you...
Yeah, the fact that they had the Odyssey had a showing that... What? So the Iliad and the Odyssey is like the quintessential guide for Western story writing. Like that is the quintessential guide. That is it. For like Eastern storytelling, it's the Journey to the West. That's seen as like the father of all Eastern kind of writing, even though that's true or not, whatever. But that's how it's seen, especially like I went to film school, so that's how I learned it, okay? But the Iliad and the Odyssey is like quintessential. Known as the father of Homer is known as the father of Western storytelling. What does India care about the Iliad and the Odyssey? Again, I was talking to my wife about it. She's all, well, the actors. I think India has a huge problem. Okay, I'm going to talk about something else that I think India has a problem with. A huge problem with the hero worship of actors. India has a massive problem with that. I don't know why, but there is this huge idolization of human beings that is just so mind-boggling to me. So mind-boggling to me. It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense to someone like me. I don't believe human beings deserve to be worshipped. I don't believe human beings deserve to be held on some kind of pedestal. If an actor starts backing something, like they do a commercial, I'm not going to buy that product just because the actor does something. I mean, there's that one. It's basically a meme now in India. What is it? Is it this? Is it this? That's the meme in India. You drive down, you see SRK, you see Salman Khan, you see Amir Khan, you see like every single actor, Ajay Devgan, you see Akshay Kumar, every single actor imaginable doing this, every single one. And then people are going to buy that product because, oh, that actor's there, I'm going to get... I think that is absolutely retarded. That's one of the stupidest things. Sorry, I don't mean to get angry. But I got it during like the toxic glimpse reaction. The over fascination of actors is absolutely retarded. Oh, and Pushpa as well. Like, why? Like, you can enjoy an actor, like what their work, but I'm gonna tell you a secret. You will never know who that actor is. You will never know truly who that actor is. You're not their friend. You're not their confidant. You're not someone important to them. They might portray characters that you absolutely love, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like Mark Hamill, he's Luke Skywalker. He's the animated Joker. Like, he's done many iconic characters. I'll never be able to have a conversation with him. He thinks I deserve to die. But I can still enjoy the characters he's portrayed. They're separating the art from the artist. And the problem is, some people, it seems like in India especially, at least that's where I've seen it the most, where the art is who the artist is. Is who the artist is. Zuban Kesari? yeah. It's like, what the why? I'm probably going to get memed for this. Memed. So stupid. It's so stupid. But that's the thing. It's like so many people feel like they know that actor. They have to defend that millionaire, that billionaire. They have to defend them. Why?
You didn't see a lot of mention, and whenever you see a mention about India, it was degrading and condescending and disrespectful. Elephants, snakes, funny things.
I'm not, but I have met only one person in my life. Yeah. Again, it's I think it also has to do like where, like some areas, it's kind of something that they indoctrinate into the culture. So in maybe it's rural, maybe it's some cities or whatever, or schools where everyone needs to say the exact same thing. They need to follow suit.
See, do they look like they don't like India? They love India. For the next few months, it'll be their favorite place on earth.
But look at the things that you can also see. This is not New York. This is Mumbai. Listen, this is not Japan. This is Shillong. I didn't know you guys had cherry blossoms. This is not Thailand. This is Diwali. This is not the Maldives. This is Lakshadweep. I remember this. I reacted to Lakshadweep because Maldives was, talking too much. This is not Abu Dhabi. This is the Taj Mahal. This is not Switzerland. This is Kashmir. Many movies made in Kashmir. This is not South Africa. This is, whoa, Kaziranga. I don't know you had these more, wow, these animals. This is not France. This is Pondicherry.
And this is not new information. Indians already know this. India is such a dump. Why would you travel there? Because she still wants to. It is a friendly suggestion and an inquiry to the government of India. Why am I not appointed as the tourism ambassador of India on YouTube yet? The worst mistake I've made as an Indian.
You know what? We need to start that. How do you start those polls to they never do anything, but there are like polls to ban people off of YouTube. There are polls to, we need to start that for Pepsiti. So what was it? There was a movie, Hotel Rwanda. Hotel Rwanda. Rwanda. And the actor who was portrayed in that movie became the diplomat for Rwanda. We need Pepsiti to be named the diplomat for India. That's what we need. That's what we need. True story, though, the fact that an actor was made a diplomat just because of a movie he acted in. Just because of a movie he acted in. Pepsiti has done a lot more work. Done a lot more work. Make him the diplomat.
Is letting racism get to me. My mental health is down the drain because I thought looking better will fix my problems. But people who truly love you will love you regardless. I promise. I haven't looked this bad in a long time, but I feel so much happier. I think we live in multiple realities.
The worst mistake I've made as an Indian is letting racism get to me. My mental health is down the drain because I thought looking better will fix my problems. But people who truly love you will love you regardless. I promise. I haven't looked this bad in a long time. The sad thing is, I don't think he looks bad. I don't think he looks bad. I think he looks perfectly fine. He could attract a ton of women or guys, depending on his preference. I don't want to judge. I don't want to judge in a long time. But I feel much happier if I don't get a girl because of my looks good, because I don't want to marry a woman so ugly that all she has is her looks. I think I don't understand the last part. I don't understand the last part, but the person doesn't look bad. The person doesn't look bad.
Realities on the internet now. Your thinking, your mindset, these things are shaped by the echo chambers you're part of. So maybe just get out of them. Because if you live in that version of reality that they have created, then your decisions will be shaped not by objective understanding of the information in front of you.
But that's how the algorithm works. It keeps people locked into what they're seeing. I mean, heck, the second Pepsiti starts doing more clickbait and doing more thumbnail bait and doing more title bait, he's going to end up getting further out. I for some reason can't get myself to do that. I can't get myself to do that. Unless someone else does a thumbnail, then I'll be stealing it. But that's how you reach them. You get in the algorithm. Eventually, the viewership will drop, and then they'll get kicked out of the algorithm. But you have to let people know that there is another... Like, I've gotten comments like that every now and then where it's like, oh, I didn't realize that there are people who think differently. That's sad. That's sad. They have to go into the weeds to find me. How tragic is that? There should be creators that actually are way up and above that are able to talk about the reality of it instead of seeing some meme and then believing that that's everything. That's crazy.
But by the biased information, the prejudices, the negativity they shove down your throat.
Indians are so unhygienic. Well, if you've ever used this, or God, I hope this, you've been using things India invented. So when someone compliments the way you smell, you have us to thank. So if anything, this is all backwards, because most Indians shower multiple times a day.
You think this is gonna change their minds? They say those things to get a reaction out of you.
We use tongue scrapers. We even wash our with water instead of using sandpaper. And the craziest part is that the people making these comments are the same people who walk around their house and get into bed with their shoes on.
It doesn't matter how clean you are, how civilized you are. If someone hates you, they'll try to find more and more reasons to justify that hate.
I think I'm turning Indian. Okay, hear me out. Right, so the other day, me and my friend were sitting, having a conversation. This guy asked me a plain ass question, and I answered him like this. This mother to me is like, you really are becoming Indian now, aren't you? Was that a yes or no? And is he wrong? I mean, look at it this way, okay? I already eat with my hands, okay?
Because that's a very human thing to do, eating with your hands.
I rock a bindi every single day, okay? And now my head is working on a whole different axis, right? Like, what am I gonna start doing next, huh? I'm gonna start aggressively bargaining with the auto driver about 20 rupees.
Yeah, that is actually super Indian.
I mean, let's be honest, if it wasn't for the milk and the sugar, I'd probably be drinking 20 chais every single day.
Okay, your digital Indian citizenship has been approved. Just never call it chai tea latte. There's no such thing as chai.
Yeah, that's always the red flag because you're basically saying TT. I want a TT. Give me a TT. Give me a TT. Chai chai. Chai chai. Give me chai chai. Chai chai. Ik chai chai. Ik chai chai. Ik. No, don't chai chai. It's like, what? It sounds so stupid. It sounds so stupid, but it's so common, especially like Starbucks. Oh, I need a chai tea latte. Why not just chai? Ik chai. Ik chai. Just one. Just one.
Chai tea latte.
So like, I'm not.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care for her though. It's just like, ugh. It feels a little weird.
Complaining, but am I becoming more Indian?
Shower tutorial. आपके माँ बाप ने आपको कभी सिखाया नहीं shower कैसे लगता है? नहीं? हाय हाय.
Whoa, that is such a high IQ joke. You know the level of intelligence it requires to spot an Indian and then come up with a joke on something that nobody talks about. A shower joke. Oh, look at that Indian. Let me crack a shower joke. Ha ha ha. People will laugh at me. I'm the funniest comedian on earth.
Yeah, okay, so that's what we're doing with AI now. Biggest invention since the iPhone, and we're making India edit. Why is the top comment so clear? But it's just a joke. It's not that deep. I have never seen hating like this. At what point do we consider people who have never been to India but constantly make videos like this glazers? Man, this is peak unemployment. This dude has been posting videos like these twice a day. Imagine if he put the same effort into a job. You could be making $250,000 a year, but you are making jokes that 13-year-olds barely find funny.
Exactly. Except the insecure racists who is laughing at these jokes. I'm gonna make an AI video about India and it'll be so funny. My racist friends will be so proud of me. My dad will forget that I'm unemployed. That's the only way I'm gonna fix my miserable life.
What do you think about?
Let's be honest. They don't have a father. I said it. I said it. They don't have a father.
My perception of it, with never being there, there are some areas that are really nice, and there are some areas which are extremely crowded and dirty. I've heard from some people that it's very nice, and I've heard from some people that it's just too hectic and crowded and crazy.
Yeah, just go to the nice areas if you want, or avoid the bad areas. Some people start putting unwarranted opinions out there, and that's super annoying.
Oh my god, these white people are going up to my country and only posting dirty slums and where poor people live. So what? Let them. You don't own the responsibility of changing the image of your country. Yes, India has an active LGBT scene, active bars, clubbings, like girls wearing short clothes, all that Western modern gaze that we see. But it also has active rural communities, slums, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just people living their life.
They're just living their lives. And it makes sense if someone is highlighting those things in good faith for the government to notice and do something about it. But most of these guys, they're disingenuous, they're hateful. They don't want the betterment of those poor people. And if doing this makes you feel better about yourself, then you're just evil.
I feel like somewhere we're still stuck subconsciously to proving ourselves to the Western gaze. Like you posting pictures of Indian baddies in contrast with the lower working class population of India is not the catch you think it is. Those lower working class people are still people living their life. Like you're excusing the racism they face because of the way they are dressed and live their life. You're never going to win by proving to the racists.
Yes, you don't have to prove anything to anyone, because that is highly unlikely to change their opinions. Nice. Be like them. They went from scam calls to missed calls. So this guy posted this as an appreciation for his Royal Enfield motorcycle, which is a good Indian motorcycle brand, growing its international presence now. And look at this. Now bro knows the algorithm, how mentioning India works on social media to get reach. Yes, he's exactly.
Yeah, that happens all the freaking time. I hate these comments. I hate these comments. It's so aggravating. There's nothing wrong with, again, the same people who are doing hate are working the algorithm. You could say the exact same thing about those people who are doing hate towards India. Me, for instance, like I do it because, well, my wife. That's primarily it. Like, again, if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care one way or another. I wouldn't care about the hit pieces. I just think they're stupid. And I wouldn't care about the praising because I hadn't been there. There's no point. There's no point.
Exactly doing that. What's so wrong with it? Like, what is this comment even about? I'm sure this guy's comment section is filled with self-proclaimed dank Indian guys, making him realize why he should regret posting this video. Because he's a Bihari, and they're not supposed to look like this. And it's also with people from Northeast and some other places. They furiously start projecting their insecurities in the comment section. And it's the same disease that those India haters have. Perpetuating a negative stereotype to feel better about yourself.
I don't know what a Bihari is. I have no clue. No clue.
Nobody convincing me that we are the advanced civilization. Like, have you seen this temple? Just look at this place, like hundreds upon hundreds of tons of stone, carved with a level of detail that most modern people could never recreate today, even with power tools. And we're supposed to believe that this was all done with hammer and chisel, horse and carriage, thousands of years ago.
Yeah, nobody cares about all that now. It was thousands of years ago. India's present situation is nowhere near where it used to be. This is how a brown sepoy would respond to this video.
I mean, come on. The more I look at these ancient sites, the more questions I have, like who taught them this knowledge? Seriously, how did they achieve this level of precision?
Bro, why are you obsessed with precision? Look at their dirty rivers. Look at how unsafe and polluted India is. And because of those reasons, you're not supposed to appreciate its culture, its history, its beauty. Don't you understand?
Have we forgotten about a knowledge or a civilization that knew a lot more than our modern world? I mean, come on, we're taught in school that these people were primitive. Like, I look at this and I see pure intelligence, pure engineering, mathematics, art.
Well, he's from the UK, so of course his studies would have been, well, how Indians are primitive. Since I'm in the US, my studies revolve nothing about India. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, we learned about how 2 centuries ago, we beat the British. And then we became our own free nation. That's the history we learn.
No. That must be pseudoscience.
Absolute craftsmanship on a level that leaves most modern buildings looking like a boring cardboard box. Like,
you're not supposed to say nice things about demonic cultures. Okay, I didn't know how to end this video, so look at this greedy fish. The way it has its eyes on the food. That's how you're supposed to be in life. Your eyes should be on the food. Things that matter to you. Things that improve your life. And not the noise around you.
Honestly, he needs to do more stuff like that. Needs to do more stuff. That ending was just perfect. That ending was absolutely perfect. Look at this greedy fish. Just look at it. Oh my gosh. Well, Bihar is a state in India. To make you understand, I can only say that what India is to world, Bihar is to India. Oh, okay. Filled with hatred. Okay, so the world hates India. India hates Bihar. Got it. Self-hate. I don't get it. I don't get it. That self-hating nonsense has never made sense to me. It will never make sense to me because I've got a good head on my shoulder. I've got an absolutely good head on my shoulders. Meaning my wife put it there. My wife has put the good head on my shoulder. Everything goes to my wife. Let's be honest. Every credit I have in life, success, the failures are mine. I was going to say success and failures. Like, no. The failures are mine. Every success I have in life is my wife. That's just how it is. That's just the truth of it. But people need to figure out, like, why are you so insecure about yourself? Why do you hate your own? Well, if the world is hating on India and those people only see the hate towards India, they're going to be like, well, it's not me. I'm the good part here. It must be this place over here. Like, so California is not the best place to live. It's not the best place. It has its own problems. But that's be like, everyone's making fun of the United States. And then I'm like, well, I live in California. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. It must be trying to think of a bad state. Because California is a bad state. It's not California. It's Ohio. It's Ohio that's really bad. Ohio wasn't bad. I've never been to Ohio, but I'm just going to use that as an example. So they're targeting another. It's like, oh, so all this hatred towards me isn't towards me. It's just because these Ohioans, whatever, make us look bad. So that must be what it is, where they're just trying to push the blame instead of being like, you know what? These people are just retarded. They know nothing about India. It's like, I'd be like, these people are retired. They know nothing about California. I mean, stereotypes exist for a reason. Like when people think California, they're always like, ugh, what's up, bro? I just got off my surf. I don't know how to do a Californian accent. You know, the typical Hollywood Californian accent, where you have the skater boy with his perm blonde hair, wearing gym trunks, talking about how he had just been surfing. Like, I can't do that. But that's normally the cliche California look. The reason is because of popular crimes. People have stole roads, bridges, railway tracks, cell towers, and more. Oh, well, that happens everywhere. Everywhere has its own problems. Everyone has its own crime, and some people just want to take the easy way. You guys get a video? It's so bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
뭐 있어 아니라